You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you may not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary.
Evening. Buyer's remorse. Buy a new car? I'll be moving in. Let's get started.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake. I bought it from Carvana.
You what?
Yeah, great price. I even have 7 days to love it or return it.
So there's no...
No buyer's remorse. More like buyer's rejoice.
I guess I'll let myself out. Congratulations. I mean it.
Buyer's rejoice. Buy your car today on Carvana.
Limitations and exclusions may apply. See our 7-day return policy at Carvana.com.
Yay Networks.
You're listening to the Chatty Daddies podcast.
Welcome to the Chatty Daddies.
Oh, look at you guys. Didn't even try.
Goodness, whose headphones are... Mine are so loud.
You are on the Raspberry.
Charlie Raspberry's headphones were so loud.
Yeah, my name's Trey.
My name's Nick.
My name's JC.
And I'm going to go first.
Will you put Nick's Kelly's mic a little high, boost the gain?
Kelly's mic is high.
You want
Here
some
we go.
decibels on it? You want some 3 decibels?
Wait, I'm going higher? Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah, I'll give you 4.
Tech check live on a podcast. I got to say, this week, I think I did really great as a dad. I scored some major dad points.
Right.
Oh, really?
But I will never do it again.
Okay.
Took my son and 2 of his friends to a minor league hockey game. It was
awesome.
So much fun. I got to tell you, it was great.
And it cost you what, like $12
Tickets
total?
were $5.
Yeah.
The concessions, cheap. Hot dog was, $2, candy bar, $2, whatever. It was great.
Like high school prices.
The action
even
was
better.
Awesome.
It's probably better than professional because these guys are trying their hardest to get to the NHL.
And look, I say tickets were $5. We were so close. This was not a big arena.
Like on the glass?
Not on the glass, but we were up, I don't know, 10 rows. But it was incredible.
Yeah.
It wasn't packed. It was great. Parking was easy, free.
Was
free
it
parking.
was it the Allen Americans?
No, it was the Brahmas.
Oh, okay, the Fort Worth Brahmas. Yeah,
perhaps.
totally.
And it was so much fun. So it was my son and his friends. They were out of school. I think it was President's Day. They were out of school, and I said, I'm going to take my son and just 2 of his friends to go. And he said which friends that he went with. And every time my wife and each parent of the 2 kids, they said, are you sure? Are you sure you want to take the kids?
It is a lot.
I said, yeah. Well, what are all 3 moms freaking out about?
Yeah. They're 3 boys, dude. They know.
Yeah, 3 boys.
I'm still.
Yeah,
I think it sounds still fun. I'm
exactly.
waiting for you to tell me what went wrong.
Okay, so one of the boys, I will say, as someone who suffered with ADHD growing up, I know a lot of things you just can't control.
Yeah.
You can't control. There's some wild kids that you are just being wild because they're jerks, and there's some kids that just chemically, medically, in their heads, they cannot control a lot of that.
They are wired differently, and that's who they are, and that's who they're going to be.
Look, I took medication for a very long time because I was that kid that can't sit still, that probably said inappropriate things, but it was just wild. And so one of his friends, I kept having to get onto him. And you don't want to discipline or be not rude, but you don't want to have to keep another kid in line.
Oh, did you spank him?
All the time? No, but I was just constantly having to corral this one kid.
You dropped the gloves?
This kid wasn't happy with the soda. We got into a kind of an argument, me and this kid. He got a Starry Pepsi product arena.
Sure.
He got a Starry. He didn't like it.
What's a Starry? Is that like a lime?
They got rid of Sierra Mist,
okay.
and it's the replacement of Sierra Mist.
Gotcha.
And he wanted to go back and get another thing. I said, no. That's your drink. That is your drink for the game. That's what you chose. I'm not going to go spend another $3 on a drink. That's what it is.
The drinks cost as much as the tickets.
Yeah, for sure. He wanted a hot dog. Hey man, when we went up to the concession stand, I said you can get whatever you want, and he ate his pretzel.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I said, no. So we just kept going back.
Good life lessons you're teaching this young man, by the way.
And so we got into something where I had to afterwards let the parents know
The behavior.
hey, something happened that you should know. And man, I dreaded.
Yeah.
It was a text. It was a text. Drop the kid off.
Okay.
Yeah, drop the kid off.
No.
Thanks, it was great. Later that night, after the kids went to bed, my wife and I, we had so much anxiety over this text.
Oh, boy.
And so
Can I ask dynamics first? Like how
Sure.
what's the age of the parent of the other kid?
we're all
Same-ish
within
age?
2 or 3 years of each
Okay.
other.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're very much, we would have been in high school at the same time
Right.
together. And we're tight with them. We're close.
Okay,
we're
good,
cool.
good.
And luckily, the mom who I was texting is super chill, super cool. They discipline their kids and
Yeah.
things like that, And so I knew that she would want to know these things, right? Because you want to know if your kid is causing a scene or not behaving correctly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right? Yes.
Because you're not a denial type
Yeah.
parent. You want to know so you can fix these things.
I would want to know if my son was misbehaving. And so there were several things I could have texted about, but I just decided to choose one thing to text about.
Okay.
What'd you pick?
So there was some issue with the language that was being used.
Oh no.
So a few times.
What are we talking?
I'm sorry, children, if you're in the car, parents.
PG-13, rated
and
R.
So there were several times where he said "sucks," and
okay.
I know that's not the worst anymore.
And how old are these boys again?
7.
Okay, remember this is
First
7.
grade,
Sucks
7.
is a bad word when you're 7.
Sucks. It was sucks. I'm like, hey, dude, let's chill. And then
You suck.
yeah, and then one time they were in the back seat. I don't even know what they were talking about, but he spelled out bitch.
Oh no.
Like, okay, I have no idea what they were talking about, how that came up.
First of all, because I had a similar event with that same word when my son was in first grade.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, wow,
Yeah, you know that?
you spelled it correctly?
Whoa, you advanced
There's
the
a-
second round of the spelling
There's
bee.
a TCH in there and you used it right? But also, that's bad, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was another. Oh, okay. So then the boys were talking about, they were saying something, and one of them said something about, and then he said the D word.
Oh,
What's the D word?
Dick.
Okay, that's not it.
Dork,
No, that's not it.
dumbass.
To my son and his other friend number 2, the D word was dumb. I guess someone
dumb.
called someone else dumb out on the playground or something. And then the other little boy that was saying sucks and spelling out bitch, he goes, no, the D word is damn.
Oh, that is a D word.
And I was like,
You're right.
dude, come on, let's. And I don't want to be that guy that's always getting on to the kid, but at some point, say stop. Stop it.
Is this happening like on the car ride there too?
Some of it was happening in the car. Some of it was happening while we were watching the
so
game.
I just was wondering how soon you had to start being like mean dad.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Immediate.
quick.
Yeah.
And he's also, this friend lives 2 doors down from us.
you
He's at
see
our
him a
house
lot.
all the time.
Gotcha.
So I'm constantly having to get onto him.
So
at the end of the night, my wife and I, we are just struggling with what are we going to say? Type out something, delete it. Type out something, delete it. This is what I said at 9:11 p.m. Thought you might want to know your son wasn't using the best language today. I had to get onto him a few times to stop. That's it. That's all I said.
Perfect.
Oh no.
What?
I don't know. I'm worried about the response.
The response-
I don't know.
What's the parent's response?
The response was great.
Okay, good.
So I'll ease the anxiety. The
Good
response
parents.
was great. She said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm glad you got into him. Thanks for letting us know."
Yeah.
And that's it. She didn't ask for examples, so I haven't told her what he said or anything.
Right. You
They probably know. They know what he said.
Probably.
excellent father, Nick Adams.
Yeah.
Thank
Right?
you. Yeah.
Yes. of
Appreciate
course. What would you say is bad about the parenting of this child?
it. No.
No.
Oh, well, here's something that did lead to where maybe some of this language is coming from.
Okay.
Several times he was bragging, may not be the word, but saying how he gets to watch PG-13 movies all the time. Oh, you haven't seen Scream? And my son's like, I don't know what Scream is. Well, it's a scary movie with
Pretty
a
sure
killer.
that's rated R, by the
Yeah,
way.
he's like,
Yeah.
well, I can watch PG-13 movies. So maybe it's coming from the media
Yeah.
he's watching.
It probably is.
His parents, I've been around his parents a lot. They don't really strike me as the people that just freewheely cuss around their kids or
Right.
anything like that. So maybe it was what he's consuming.
It
in the
might
media.
be. And that was the biggest thing I had to deal with when Kason was now I let him watch PG-13. I mean, he's 12 and maybe here in the near future, maybe a rated R. Actually, no, I let him watch a rated R. We watched John Wick, but it's with me. And I always tell him, you take this language or these visuals out into the world and I see you incorporating them in the wrong way, this goes away forever.
Yeah, we always say just because you hear it doesn't mean you have to repeat it.
Exactly.
At the age of 12, does he get any leeway on the football field? Does he get if he stubs his toe? Is there anybody? Are you allowed to say
the way I coached at least? And listen, I've been around other teams and the way they coach, and I see how the coaches interact with the boys. Did I ever slip up and say a curse word in front of my boys on the football field? Yes.
Right.
It happens. I'm not intentionally, but it's like it comes out. But I always taught those boys that we are going to, the way we speak in front of our parents or your friend's parents is the way you're going to speak on that field. I benched a kid because he cursed one time. One kid took a cheap shot on him, and he turned around and he let him have it with the words, and the ref caught him, and he got flagged. I asked the ref what that word was that he said, and he told me, and I looked at him, and I said, did you say that? And he said, yes. And me and another coach came to the conclusion. We said, all right, take your helmet off, you're done. That is not the language that's not who we are. I don't care if that other team was saying it, you're done.
That's for the whole game?
The rest of the game. It was like, I think it happened in the second quarter. So he sat basically half the game.
Yeah.
His mom came up afterwards, and he had already told her. She apologized. She said, that's not what we're teaching them. Thank you so much for making them accountable, and that was it. So did I hear some of my boys at times maybe say a bad word in the middle of a play or he got mad? That's not as bad as the other one said? Yes. Did I get on him? No. I said, be careful with how you speak.
Sure.
Be cognizant of who's around you. It's okay to get fired up, but also it's okay to realize I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, don't teach them it's bad. Teach them why it's bad.
Exactly. It's one of those.
When we are rearing our children, there's a lot that you got to worry about.
Yeah, I know.
But the one thing you don't have to worry about is eating well. And that's why we're telling you about our friends at Daily Harvest.
Ooh. You know what Daily Harvest does? It takes the guesswork and effort out of cooking because they actually deliver delicious smoothies and other options that are built on organic fruits and vegetables straight to your door, which is great because we all want to eat healthy, right? We all want our kids to eat healthy, but do we do it? More often than not, we're not. But Daily Harvest will hook you up with that.
You can get some yummy smoothies. You can get meals. They're ready to eat within minutes without all that trouble of shopping or prepping or even cleaning up. It's a really convenient way to get healthy nutrition.
And guys, I need variety when I eat. I personally cannot just eat the same thing over and over. And that's what Daily Harvest offers, a variety of things to eat. They have tons of things that look good and taste good, and you're never going to get bored with what you're eating with your meals or your snacks.
No fillers, no seed oils or added sugars, no starches. It's really just a good way to get something good into your body. And you know what? It does something good for the earth. They only use recyclable or compostable packaging when possible.
Yeah, stop asking yourself, what's really in my food? Take the guessing out of eating well and try Daily Harvest. For a limited time only, go to dailyharvest.com/daddies. You'll get $30 off your first box plus free shipping. That's dailyharvest.com/daddies. You'll get $30 off your first box and free shipping. dailyharvest.com/daddies. But it's tough, man, because you also don't want to be a helicopter parent. And that was my issue in parenting. This is the PSA to remind us all parents not to be helicopter parents because it can absolutely backfire.
Isn't it hard to just... You got to let go sometimes and just let them do what they're going to do.
A little bit easier when it comes to my son.
It's so that what you just said is so like cliche after school, Boy Meets World. Yeah. You just got to let them go. Alan Matthews saying,
but you honestly, you do.
You do. Like
you really do.
Of course it's cliche for a reason.
And I'll be honest with you, it's been a little bit easier to let go and let my son be, but it's not as easy when it comes to my daughter.
Yeah.
It's just been a little more difficult, especially for my wife.
And I mean, all I hear about really is how, not all I hear about, but you hear like the world is so much harder for women.
Yeah, it is.
And so I would imagine that the double standard does come into play when you go, well, I got to be more worried about my daughter.
I know. And listen, when I hear a boy makes fun of my daughter, my first thought is I want to go to that school and I want to fight that kid.
Sure.
That's my first thought.
Doesn't matter how old you are or how old that boy is.
That's my daughter. And that is the most important woman in my life besides my wife. And so that's my first thought. And I got to take a step back. So my daughter came home with a note recently, and a boy was asking her to be her. He wants to be her boyfriend.
Wow.
Wait, was it a note to her?
To Chloe.
You? Okay.
And it was a nicely written, it was a poem, and calling her, it said nice things, beautiful, called her beautiful, and I was like, okay. I think about you all the time, and I'm like, okay, this is a lot for a fourth grader, but okay, bro, go get your romantic on. And then followed it up with the nice, this I knew it was from a kid, because he said, if you want to be my girlfriend, just check yes or no.
Classic.
Yeah.
Chloe came home and showed us this because she's very open with us. And I said, well, Chloe, what do you want to do? She goes, I don't want to have a boyfriend. In my head, I'm cheering.
Yes.
F right. Yeah. Great answer. You don't want a boyfriend. Thank you. I said, okay, so you don't want a boyfriend right now. A, thank you. B, use me as an excuse. And she goes, what do you mean?
Yep.
I said, just tell this young man that your daddy doesn't want you dating until you're in your 30s. And she goes, how about I say high school? And I said, okay. That's a good
compromise.
Good bargaining. I said, yeah, you could say high school, middle school, whatever you feel. I personally would rather you wait till high school, but I'm also not going to tell you how to live your life. I'm going to try to just guide you. And she goes, okay. And I said, okay. So you go and tell him and say, thank you so much for the kind words, and boom, that's it. So kids, by the way, do the opposite thing. I don't know if you guys know this. They do the opposite thing of what you tell them to do. They do not do what you tell them to do, even though you know, because I lived that life already. She came home the next day, and I didn't see her until after soccer practice. So it was evening. It was late. She's already had a full day. I've already had a full day because I had taken case in football. So we're already tired. And I go, I had to go with the dude. And she goes, well, I had my friend go tell him. Mm-hmm. And I said, that is not what we talked about, Chloe. I said, what'd you have your friend go tell him? And she said, well, I had her go tell him that I wasn't interested in him being my boyfriend. And I said, okay. And she goes, then he asked her why. And I said, well, did your friend tell her because you can't have a boyfriend till high school? And she said, no, I think she said because you're ugly.
Oh, yeah, no, that's bad.
And this is where helicoptering went wrong, guys. This is where it went wrong. Because I automatically became upset with Chloe. I said, Chloe, that is not nice. That is awful to say something like that to a little boy. He's probably crying out. This is his first time taking a shot. And he got told he's ugly. And she got defensive. She said, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. And I said, I know you didn't say it, but your friend did. And that kid thinks you said it.
That's your representative that you sent over.
That's your representative. And she wouldn't get that in her head, that I understood she didn't say it. She just kept repeating, I didn't say it. And it turned into a big fight, a big argument. She went upstairs, slammed her door. I came down. I went upstairs again. And I said, Chloe, I need you to understand. I know you didn't say he's ugly. You didn't tell her to say he's ugly. She took it upon herself. But now he thinks you said it. When he goes home to tell his mommy, he's not going to say such and such girl called me ugly. He's going to say Chloe says I'm ugly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I said, I'm going to call his mommy and apologize. And what you're going to do tomorrow is you're going to apologize to him for saying that he's ugly, even though you didn't say it. Your friend did. You understand me? Kinsey, on the other hand, while I'm doing this conversation with Chloe, is already texting the mom.
Oh, good.
Not just the mom from the boy, but the mom from the girl that called. Allegedly, the little boy ugly, and said, hey, your daughter called this boy ugly on behalf of Chloe. This is not cool. Little girl gets in trouble with mom. She's apparently denying it. She's like, I didn't say that. I'm talking to Chloe. We come down. We end up finding out that Chloe thought she had called him ugly because the little boy afterwards went up to Chloe and said, why do you think I'm ugly? All her friend had said is, Chloe doesn't like you like that.
This is a little misinterpretation.
Misinterpretation from Chloe.
Sure.
Because he asked, why do you think I'm ugly? So she assumed that her friend had said he was ugly. When we got to the bottom of it, after helicoptering awfully, we realized the friend did just go over there and said, Chloe doesn't like you. Why doesn't she like me? I don't know. She just doesn't like you. He took that as I'm ugly, went and asked Chloe why I'm ugly. Us parents helicoptering assumed our daughter's friend called him ugly, and we created a crap storm that shouldn't have happened because we helicoptered, basically. And I felt so stupid. I felt so dumb because we shouldn't have even involved the other parent. We shouldn't have texted. It's one of those lessons you learn, and you're like, man, why?
Yeah.
Why'd we do it like that?
Sure.
We screwed up so bad.
But hey, hopefully the little boy knows it's not because he's ugly.
Yeah, and the mom and Kinsey texted the mom and the mom and told her Jose just doesn't want Chloe dating until she's older, and she told him, and so that got cleared up with the other little girl, and everything was fine. But man, it was a whole cluster of just drama that didn't need to happen, and it was all because we helicoptered instead of just letting it be.
Dude,
let it be.
When you talk about helicopter parenting, right now we're in this phase, and we've been in this phase for a while, so maybe it's just us as parents, but we're just constantly on our kids about what to do. Hey, pick those shoes up and take them to your room.
Yeah.
Hey, I told you to pick those shoes up, take them to your room. Well, while you're on your way to the room, pick up the socks too. And so we're just constantly getting on to them. I hate doing it.
Yeah,
I know.
But it's if you don't say anything, the shoes are going to
They
stay
don't
there.
do it.
right.
And so it's just like I don't know what that happy medium is about getting onto your kids constantly over these things, because I know it's probably creating a lot of anxiety for my kids.
This is gonna be this. I'll say it in a way that the way I feel bad if I'm sitting on the couch and I go, "Hey, Quaid, will you just go grab this, do that?" That's when I feel like if I'm up doing something myself, like cleaning, then I don't feel as bad
Asking them to do it.
Sure, you're
but
kind
if
of
you're
modeling.
chilling,
or
yeah.
telling Quaid what
You're
to do.
modeling.
That's
We're cleaning right now, so why don't
cleaning
you?
right now. If we're playing right now, let's play. If I gotta clean, then hey, clean something up.
That's actually the smart way to do it. Like while you're washing dishes, that's when you ask them, "Hey, go clean that up," or "Go pick up because my son refuses to pick up the poop." And I feel like you, I can't say it when I'm just sitting there. Yeah, I worked and I went and woke up early, and I've been doing
Sure.
things all day, and I still drive them around. But if you're sitting there, it doesn't feel like
Right.
I should be telling them that. And we also, this is where I think about it a lot, and I don't know if you guys feel this. We don't let the kids have emotions. Like if they're having a bad day, I get on my kids. I hate that. I've been trying so hard lately because my son's in middle school and my daughter's in the later stages of elementary school, and crap goes down.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, and I don't give them the leniency to be human, to have a bad day, to be in a bad mood,
Right.
to not like something, to have negative feelings towards somebody or something. The emotions that I as an adult go through and feel, but I just don't have somebody over me going like, "Why are you mad? What, you don't? Your life is great. You live in a nice house. You live in a nice neighborhood. You go to." That's one of the biggest things that we need to re-emphasize
I don't
into
know
our parenting.
I can at least do it on the backside where I'm like, boy, I shouldn't have got mad
Yeah.
at him. I shouldn't have yelled. It's trying
In
to
the
do it in the
moment.
moment. And go,
That's-
he probably is having a bad day, which is true of just about anybody I encounter. I'm like, that guy was a real jerk. I hate him. But yeah, I never get it ahead of time. I'm not like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, he's getting upset about something that's happened to him already at school. It's always after the fact. I'm like, oh man, I got to go apologize, give him a hug.
Right. And I started doing this recently because I caught myself.
Yeah.
I think I read it. I read it somewhere that we don't let our kids have emotions. And I started. So now what I've been doing, and I don't know if this maybe will help if you've been screwing up like I have. Now when I pick up my kids from school, I ask them, "How was school today?"
Yeah.
And sometimes it was great, nothing crazy. But sometimes my son will be like, "Oh, it was tough. Oh, what happened?" And he'll get into this venting where I used to be like, "Why are you in a bad mood?" I let him vent.
Totally.
I'll be his vent. And then I ask him why and how he's feeling. Why don't you like this guy? What'd he do to you? What'd you do to him? And then instead of having a "you need to do this" conversation, he leads the conversation and he gets it out. And I don't even give him advice.
Yeah.
I just let him regurgitate and just throw out everything he's wanted to say. And that's actually been helpful.
It's good.
Just let him have those bad days and let him go to his room, do your thing. And
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if, in some ways, kids are also kind of like our wives. Has your wife ever come to a problem and she's venting and you come up with a solution?
They don't
and
want
she says,
that.
"I don't want a solution. I just want
to listen.
to air this out
Yes.
and have someone hear me." Maybe kids are kind of like that too,
They are.
where Kazan comes in with an issue and unless he asks, "What should I do about this?"
Yeah.
Then you can give some advice. But
If your
I guess
kid-
let them navigate it on their own.
If your kid comes
Sometimes-
up and says, "I need advice,"
Yeah.
that's when you give advice.
"Yeah."
Hey, I might be doing something wrong though. At the end of the day, after school, I'll pick Quaid up and I'll go, "Hey, how was your day? What'd you have for lunch? Did y'all get to play outside or did y'all play in the gym?" And he'll tell me all the stories I get. And I'll ask him, I go, "Were you a good guy today? Were you a good guy?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." And then I always ask, "Were there any bad guys?" I want to set this up so that he'll just tell me the dirt and the gossip.
you want gossip.
School. Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Trey. hearing the
school gossip
the
was
school
lit.
gossip with Chloe. I loved it.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was the best part of my week so far.
Oh yeah, man, that was a big screw up. So now we're taking a very hands off now on the.
Right.
We're gonna let her live her life, and if they screw up, they screw up.
Yeah, they can come to you after the fact to get some
Yeah.
help. Well, that does it for the Chatty Daddies. And if you have any comments or questions you want to throw out us, the ways to contact us are in the description below. But until we talk again, I'm Trey.
I'm Nick.
I'm JC.
And remember,
Stand up straight.
The Chatty Daddies Podcast.